Hello everyone and welcome to our first e-lecture on phonetics and phonology. My name is Dr. Nimer Abusalim. You can reach me at my email, which is my first and my last name, at gmail.com. Please feel free to email me if you have any questions. So like always, I'd like to begin my e-lectures by locating where our specific subject is within the field of linguistics. Now the main concern for any linguist is to try to explain or describe the competence of a native speaker, or the underlying rules or mental representations that enable a speaker to produce and to understand language naturally. Now language is really broken up into three main forms. You're going to need the sounds, you're going to need a certain form, and you're going to need meaning. For example, in the sentence, Bob ate the apple, our sounds are, as you can see, B, another B, and so on and so forth. The sounds themselves are not enough though. Apart from the sounds, you also need form or structure. So you need to know that this sentence should be Bob ate the apple, not the apple ate Bob. So the structure here is very important. This structure, of course, would yield the meaning that we are looking for. So the branches of linguistics that study meaning are semantics and pragmatics. The branches of linguistics that study form, well, the word form is called the morphology, and sentence structure is studied by the field of syntax. Sounds are studied by the two fields of phonetics and phonology, which of course is our topic for this class. So you can say that our main focus in this class would be the sound system of human languages. In particular, we want to know how sound is represented in our brains. We want to know how these sounds are structured by rules and what relationships exist between them. So we start then with the most basic unit, which is a phone. A phone is really a single sound. Now be careful because sounds are not the same as letters. For example, how do you make the sound F in English? Well, you can either use the letter F or sometimes even PH together. Is there one letter for the sound sh, as in ship, in English? Actually, you have to use a combination of two letters, and sometimes even that. Okay, so then maybe using English is not such a good idea. In Arabic, for example, this sound is represented by only one letter. The sh sound as well is represented by only one letter. So maybe we can use Arabic. That might be a better idea. But Arabic still won't work. Arabic lacks some sounds that English has. For example, Arabic does not have the sound P in its inventory of alphabetical letters. So really there is no one language that contains all of the possible human sounds used for a language. Now this last part here is very important. We're not concerned with any sound that human makes. So for example, clearing your throat like so is a sound that humans make. But that's not the kind of sound we're interested in. We want a sound that can be used to communicate. A sound that is part of the human language. Out of this problem, we realized right away that we need some kind of alphabet that would describe all the possible human language sounds, but that would stay true to the sound and not the conventional orthographic methods of portraying that sound. So basically what we need is an alphabet that does not belong to any one language in particular. We also want an alphabet that is clear or not ambiguous. What we mean by this is that we want one symbol to stand for just one sound. And we also want one sound to be represented by only one symbol. Luckily for us, an alphabet as so does exist already. It is called the International Phonetic Alphabet. In short, we call this IPA. IPA is universal in that it explains the sounds of all languages. It is unambiguous in that For every sound, or phone, there is one symbol that represents it, and every symbol corresponds to only one sound or one phone. IPA is over 100 years old and is still running strong today.